Hey y'all, it's Wolfman Snaps, and today we're talking about firecrackers. You know, I like to come out here time to time, my little pyro garage. All them fireworks. Oh, that's full of fireworks. Sometimes I think I like to lift weights. Anyways, let me get back to the point at hand. And I like to go through my novelty box quite a bit and see what I got in there. And, you know, it seems like a lot of the stores around here just sell the same run-of-the-mill novelties, and man, I miss going to a place and just seeing a big variety of stuff. And stores around here just aren't like that. It's all the big booming things that they can get and sell to you, and that's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that. That's fun too. But you know, I love novelties, and it's what I started out doing with my dad: firecrackers, ground blooms, bottle rockets, you know, jumping jacks, you name it. All kinds of other creative novelties they used to have. You know, the first time I ever went into the Sheltons, it was like novelty heaven in there. And then I see y'all who live close by the Sheltons, and y'all just having so much fun going there and picking through all that stuff, and even finding some .C. So I'm living vicariously through you. So anyway, on the 4th of July this year, as we were lighting our fireworks, a young man and his young lady drove up on their golf cart and stopped us, and said they were really enjoying the show, but he was going through his shed earlier in the day, and he found a bag full of Shogun firecrackers. And well, we said, that's great. And he said, would you like some? And I said, trick or treat, sir. I didn't realize it was Halloween. And he just handed me a whole bunch of them. And we've lit some, and they're okay. But hey, they were free. You know, it's an old school label. I'm not quite sure where he got these. There's a Sky King in town. They used to sell a lot of firecrackers. They seem a little weak. I don't know if the moisture and humidity got to them. That's what I would assume, especially living in this state. But we're going to light some up for y'all and do a little comparison between Shogun, my favorite firecracker, Black Cat, and Thunder Bomb. This one's from Orion, so might not be that great. I used to have a lot of these. My father kept Thunder Bombs in his closet, and he had all sorts of different brands of Thunder Bombs. I don't know where they are now, but these I got many moons ago, and this is the one pack I have left. I don't see Thunder Bombs at all, but they used to be, growing up, they were my favorite firecracker. All right, so we're gonna get these ready, and we're gonna do a demo for y'all. See you in a few minutes. Okay, y'all, we're back, and I got the wrappers off these things. I love the paper wrapped around firecrackers. I like when there's a design to it. These are double colored. You got the black, you got the red. They say Shogun on it. Right here we have the Black Cat. Well, I'll always love Black Cat are my favorite firecrackers currently. You know, they've just been consistently good. They're not my favorite firecracker of all time. I love woodpecker crackers. Those are probably my favorites. You can see the logo on there. That's something I love about these crackers. And if you get the right ones, they flash, and I love that. I'm not going to pick these up again. These are the Thunder Bombs. They were just real chalky and powdery. So, okay. We're going to set these up and light them off for y'all. See you in a second. Okay, y'all, we're going to light the Shoguns first. They're the bigger of the crackers, so we'll see what they do. Go ahead, son. Those were the Shoguns. Uh-oh, my neighbors are yelling at each other. Ready? All right, Thunder Bombs? Yeah, we're gonna do the Thunder Bombs next. Now the Black Cats. Those were the best. And they flashed. We'll be right back with an assessment. All right, y'all, we're back. That was fun. Woke up the neighborhood a little bit this late Labor Day weekend. And, well, I would say, unfortunately, I don't have more Thunder Bombs left, so I couldn't put another pack down. But I would say that the Black Cats, I mean, they're the best. They're great. I know there are better crackers out there. I don't have a lot of access to a bunch of different brands right now. I have some bigger crackers, if you know what I mean, but that's not that type of video. Well, this isn't that type of video, excuse me. So we'll do that some other time. But for right now, it was just a fun little comparison. The Shoguns were on a weaker side. Again, they're older. I don't know what kind of conditions they've been sitting in. The guy said they've been in his shed for years. And we live in a messy, wet, dank, humid state. So they even could have been exposed to some moisture. So who knows? And then the Thunder Bombs were okay. They were at least better than the Shoguns. That's for sure. They were definitely better than the Shogun crackers. And I gotta say, the best were the Black Cats. One of the things I always love about Black Cats is they have that beautiful flash about them, where the other two did not really at all. Yeah, so they say Black Cat, the best that you can get. Right?
Right.
The best that you can get. So, we love you, Black Cat. Thanks for still making some quality product. And actually, in my box, I got some bigger strips. It's normally how I start every 4th of July, and every New Year's celebration is with some big old strips of Black Cats. So, I also like cracker strips with head bombs on them. I tell you what, one thing Shogun used to make and make right were those head bomb strips, those crackle strips with the head bombs at the end. Boy, those things were sick. Unfortunately, I can't get them anymore. So, the only brand I can get my hands on are Phantom. Son, you got anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting when I was lighting them. The Black Cat's fuse was the only fuse that sizzled. You know, like when you light a fuse, it like lights up like a sparkler would. The other two, I don't know, it was like just so weak with the sizzle. You know, and then again, that could be the moisture getting to the Shogun crackers. Because we did notice that a couple of them didn't go off, you know, and we had to go back and make sure we picked those up. But yeah, I think that just does also speak to the Black Cat, like, intensity, because those, like, the fuse sizzled and then they exploded. And the other two didn't do that. I was kind of surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Like they say, Black Cat, the best that you can get. Well, listen, y'all, we got some work to do. You know, it's been a while since we put out a video. We did go live and light some firecrackers. That was fun, and we just wanted to do this. Hopefully the audio quality is a lot better than my tactfulness right now. And we'll be seeing you more in the future. August has come to an end. I am excited and stressed at the same time. Boy, if any of y'all are praying types of people, pray that my pyro budget for New Year increases monthly. Because I'd like to really make some good videos for y'all. We've got some store tours coming up, I hope. In September, we're gonna try to post a little bit more regularly, and we'll definitely be using that month to prep for October. We've got a lot of stuff coming out then, and we're gonna have stuff coming out in November and December as well. So you guys just keep your eyes peeled. We're gonna go live with full moon fireworks officially on September 20th. That'll be the return on a semi-regular basis. So I'm not going to go live every Saturday, but we'll go live on a somewhat regular. We'll try to go live a couple of months, or excuse me, a couple of times out of the month. Pardon me, y'all. I don't work well when I don't have a script. And we will continue to do praying pyro people every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. You know, if you're inclined to do so and get involved in that, please do. It is really open. You won't have to be a Christ follower to come on in and enjoy. It's just a time for us to get together and fellowship and maybe talk about life outside of fireworks. And we could talk about fireworks, but I always like to use that time to provide encouragement and prayer for those who need it. And Lord knows there are times when I really do need that. So with that all said, y'all be a light in the dark, all right? And I'll see you, Pyros.
Ooh.